Hello, welcome to a very important episode of Orissa Hockey World Cup. Yesterday was the first day of the quarterfinals and the Olympic champions, Argentina, is already out of the tournament. While defending champions, Australia had an easy way against France. To talk on all this, we have two former Indian captains, Dilip Tirkey and B. Bhaskaran. And joining them today is a very special guest who has flown specially from Holland, world champion Stefan Wien. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Sir, we'll start with you. First match, Argentina, England. PC and Gonzalo could not help Argentina move past in the tournament.
Well, I think Argentina has to blame themselves for losing the game yesterday because too soft clearance and that conceded the goal, and that's what the opponent team is playing there, waiting for that mistake to happen, and they got the goals because each players, all the players, 22 players played in the ground, were very cautious of not doing mistakes. Errors will definitely make the team defeat. That's what Argentina had done because they couldn't do much yesterday because England was much sharper in the D, and the goalkeeper of England should be credited for the last 2 seconds save. I think otherwise the match could have gone to shootouts. So, but nevertheless, I think England had the nerves very well yesterday, controlled everything there. They knew they can do better yesterday, and the moment they got the equalizer, they sat on the Argentinian defenders, and that's how the second goal. In fact, the second goal was almost 18 seconds when Argentina had the balls. Aerial ball to the area of England team, got the ball, 6 seconds to go. One more counter area ball on the Argentinian D, and less than about 4 seconds, England team got the second goal. That's how the hockey in world now, the World Cup, we see more goals in that kind of activities. And quarterfinals, I think Argentina did slip off on their own errors.
Stefan, welcome to the show. England showed a lot of maturity to move into the semis.
Yes, they did. And they are growing in the tournament. I think they didn't start quite well at the tournament, but every game they improved, and until now they played their best game against Argentina, and I fully agree. They were the team that made the less mistakes and also were capable to turn the game after the 2-2 immediately to a 3-2. So they're quite. They've got a lot of confidence at this moment, I think, for the next game in the semis.
दिलीप, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए आसान जीत थी फ्रांस के खिलाफ 3-0, जो उम्मीद थी कि जीत हासिल होगी, पर इतनी आसानी से होगी आप ये उम्मीद कर रहे थे?
आज ऑस्ट्रेलिया एक टॉप टीम में शामिल है और उसके मुताबिक हम भी यही उम्मीद करेंगे हाँ जीतेगी, लेकिन फ्रांस ने भी कल अच्छी हॉकी खेली है। स्टार्टिंग में मेरे ख्याल से फ्रांस के जो फॉरवर्ड ने भी अटैक्स किए हैं, डीप में पहुँचे हैं और बेटर हॉकी खेले हैं, पर डेफिनेटली कहीं ना कहीं मुझे ऐसा लगा कि इजी रहा ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए। ऑस्ट्रेलिया जिस पेस में उन्होंने खेली, जिस हिसाब से ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने एंटर किए, जिस हिसाब से गोल किए हैं, और भी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिला था उनको, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से फ्रांस अच्छी हॉकी खेली है मुझे लग रहा है, लेकिन ऑस्ट्रेलिया है ये टॉप टीम, एक्सपीरियंस्ड साइड है, उनको था जितना उनको मालूम था, तो टाइमली उसी हिसाब से उन्होंने गोल किए हैं और जीते।
Stefan, you said that England started very slow, and we all know they were slow starters and they've grown into the tournament, as you pointed out. But was this an aging Argentinian side that they were up against, and that was the difference?
I think the difference is that when you've got a good opponent, you're urged to play better. And I think because of the quality of the Argentinian team, the other team is also improving their game. So I think that's the interesting thing of the quarterfinals and the semifinals, is that each team will push them to the limits and to a better quality in the game. So I think England did that well in this quarterfinal, and we expect, I think, a lot of interesting games, quarterfinal and semifinals, because every team is going to push themselves to the limits, and that's for the audience will be great games.
So, what went wrong with Argentina in this tournament? A defeat against France, and now out of the tournament in the quarters.
I think the worst part of it, they got the goals against the run of the play. They had the ball, more ball, equal ball as the England team had. I think as Stephen said, when teams are equal, you need to push yourself more on certain areas. Like, you know, the Argentine forward did not do much as they wanted, and that gave the entire defense of England to push themselves up. First time I am seeing England team pushing up on the 50 of the Argentinian players. I have not seen it played like the Australian team. Normally Australian team plays from the other half. They don't start from the own half. So England, I saw many times doing that 60-70 press quite comfortably, and Argentina were put under pressure because 2 goals, I think, to that level of defense, Argentina, they are very good in, you know, tackling, they're good in clearing the ball inside the striking D. The best team I have seen Argentina is that they don't concede goals like this, what they conceded yesterday. That was the biggest drama yesterday, where Argentina must have failed, because I could feel even in the third quarter they were down because they let go the 2 goals. That was the mind of all the players. The 2 goals they considered that they did not take it in a professional way. If that could have happened to the players inside the ground, Argentina could have definitely come up and got back the 3rd goal. They did try in the last 2 minutes or 2 seconds, I would say. I think that goal elevated them, but still I think England was definitely on upper hand. They had a lot of confidence. They had 20% advantage after getting the goals. After getting the 3rd goal, I think they're up in the arms there.
Stefan, what do you make of this Australian squad and the team? Are the team ready to defend the title and be the champions for the 3rd time?
Well, that's going to be the question this tournament. I think Australia plays their own game very well. They don't make many mistakes. Their choices in the game are almost always good. So the pass is good, the dribbling is always good, and they have got some very physical players. So I think they play a little bit more defensive than I expected them. So they're playing much more defensive on their own ground. It's going to be interesting whether they conceded 2 penalty corners yesterday. That was a good start, but France played very well against the Australians yesterday. So don't underestimate the French. My former friend Jeroen Delmee, who's coaching them, did a really good job. I want to congratulate him with his big performance. But Australia still a favourite. I'm wondering in their attacking if there would be enough quality and power to in the big games, in the semi-finals and in the final. They've got a good team, but I'm really interested in their attacking quality. So I'm looking forward to that, but they definitely have a great team again.
Do they have this Dutch style of playing, the French team? Because of the coach, obviously, he's your good friend.
Yeah. Well, I think France played with a lot of attacking capabilities, and that's also
the Dutch style.
The Dutch style, which is a little bit close to the Asian style. They like to dribble, they like to pass, they are quick thinkers, and they are able to take some risk, and that's, I think, we are in favor of that. And Jeroen Delmee made a good balance between the tactics and the dribbling, the great thing Jeroen achieved is that he got most out of the team, and they played at maximum, and great performance.
But was that a relatively easier challenge for the Australian team, the defending champions?
Well, I think every game is a difficult game in the quarterfinal, semi. Don't underestimate any opponent that will kill you in the end. You saw the Australians also cheering very much after conceding the 2 penalties. They were really cheering, so they know they have to be sharp. Every team has to be extremely sharp now.
So let's talk about the first game of the day, Belgium versus Germany. It's going to be an interesting game. What do you make of this game?
Well, I could say it's going to be European finals for them, because they played many times together, and in fact both of them will have a coach's advantage there, and having played quite often, frequently, as we play like every Sunday game, they have played many games, but this World Cup is completely different. You're going to play against with 20,000 people watching you, and a lot of experts have come to see what Belgium is going to do, because they're expecting many more things to happen, because they're silver medalists in the Olympics. And Germany, they're coming back from a big debacle after the last 4 years. They didn't do well as a team, but I think now Germany, after beating Netherlands, they are in high confidence. But as Stephen said, no game is equal unless you play it. You need to play, and Belgium will not give more room. Germany will not give more room. There will be a lot of tactics involved today, man to man. Zone marking will be very important today, because I know both the teams have good forward line, good strikers, good penalty corners. I mean, the entire game will be full of techniques today, full of statistics. But I think maybe unforced errors will be the question of the game today, and whoever is playing very quick hockey, perfect hockey, they will win today.
Stefan, Belgium, now they want gold medals, no more silvers for them, because whatever happened in the Rio Olympics. Now, do you think they are ready for it? Can they beat Germany today?
Oh, I think they can. They missed two great players, John Domen and Stokbroeks. But still, they have a very good team. They play zone defense, and they are doing that for many years. So they are an experienced team, also in terms of age. But they have been very close each tournament to win a big tournament. And well, the most difficult thing is to win your first big tournament. That's always after that, more will follow. And well, it depends on their own mental strengths if they were able to do that, and that they really believe to do so. So they're tactically, as a team, they're good. It's going to be how they believe in themselves if they are going to change that.
जर्मनी ने हॉलैंड को लीग मैच में हराया था, उसके बाद अभी बेल्जियम के 2 प्लेयर्स नहीं हैं, तो क्या जर्मनी के लिए आसान रहेगा ये?
देखिए, आज दोनों टीम जो क्वार्टर फाइनल, जर्मनी बेल्जियम, काफ़ी टफ दोनों के लिए है। जैसे स्टेफन ने कहा, भास्कर ने भी कहा, किसी टीम को मैं भी अंडर एस्टिमेट नहीं कर रहा हूँ। और हालांकि बेल्जियम के पास 2 खिलाड़ी, इंपॉर्टेंट खिलाड़ी नहीं है, फिर भी मुझे लग नहीं रहा है कि उस तरीके से कमी उसमें दिख नहीं रहा है, क्योंकि दोनों को मालूम है, दोनों ने अटैकिंग हॉकी खेलते हैं, स्पेस देते नहीं हैं, स्ट्राइकर उनके बहुत अच्छे हैं, शॉर्ट कर्नर स्पेस उनके पास है। हाँ, जैसे भास्कर ने जी कहा कि जिसको जो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रहा है प्रॉपर में परफेक्टली यदि उसको फिनिश करता है, तो मेरे ख्याल से वही है, वही बात मेरे लिए है कि 50-50 खेल है दोनों में। मैं आज कह नहीं पा रहा हूँ कि जर्मनी जीतेगा या बेल्जियम, दोनों टीम साथ में खेलते हैं कई सालों से, दोनों टीम अटैकर्स दोनों के पास है, और गेम एक टफ गेम है दोनों के लिए।
Bhaskar sir, India versus Netherlands, second match of the day. A lot of people said that this should have been the final of the World Cup, but this is the quarter-finals. One of the team will have to leave the tournament after this. What's your take on that?
Well, I would say it's a final for India too, because India is trying to do something well in the tournaments, and that'll be. This depends on the Indian players, how the product of Indian hockey should go up. Let's think about the product of hockey in India should go up, because we need to win a big tournament. We are not won a big tournament. That's where the hockey has to be promoted. And I think the hockey boys who are playing for the country today, again Netherlands, will definitely know about what should do for the country as a player, number one. Number two, playing against Netherlands is not going to be easy for them, because most of the Netherlands players have played with our Indian lot players quite frequently in the Hockey India League, and Dilip knows about it, and some of the boys have played for Kalinga thing. So I think there are some lovely boys, about 6-7 boys who are very good. The captain of the Netherlands hockey team is a fragile boy. He plays so easily. I mean, I think he's playing with a big football ground. I mean, the space he makes is very good. And Van As, another player, midfield player. I think a creative. They have got lovely creative player. Not that we don't have. That's the strength of the Netherlands team. And strength of the Netherlands team is that they enter the striking circle as and when they want. Today it should be seen how our defense will be checked today. Armanpreet, Lakra, and other deep defenders will be checked today, because they didn't have more sure games against them to play, and they will be definitely checked, and they will be wanted today to perform well to check the Netherlands forward line. But again, India, Manpreet, Simranpreet will be the key forward line to break through the Netherlands defenders, because we need a ball carrier to throw away the defense of Netherlands. That Manpreet can do. But I want, Dilip will agree with me, all our forwards should do something very, very good to it. Akashdeep, Lalit Upadhyay, Mandeep and Dilpreet should come into the game. They're not seen much in the game, though Lalit Upadhyay got the goals, but I think most other team forward line, Netherlands, Germany, Argentina, England for that sake, they all are getting goals in the field goals. They are making creative penalty corners. I think that should be the priority for Indian forward line to do. And it could be, I would say, India can win the game if they do it properly. Start up not like the Belgium game. First 2 quarters they didn't do, or they didn't have the confidence. I think they should stop the first 15 minutes, put Netherlands on the pressure, because Netherlands will try to, because for India it's definitely going to be a big game. For Netherlands it's also because they won 3-time gold, they won twice, the captain is here, they won 2 silvers, they won 3 bronze, I think 8 times they were in the podium. And that's not going to be easy to pinpoint or break away the Netherlands defenders, but it could be one of the best games. As you said, it could be for us finals today, and you one step before the finals. But for India it's definitely a big final, because you break this ice, you can have the ice cream.
Stephen, you had a big smile on your face when you sir spoke about the India-Belgium game. Tell us about that, and also he spoke about the Indian players. Who, according to you, will be an influence from the Dutch team against India today?
It's difficult to predict, because I think the Netherlands has a couple of players who can decide the game. It could be Mink van der Weerde with his corner. It could be Sevi van As. It could be even Mirko Pruijzer. He didn't score that much goals, but he is extremely dangerous as centre forward, big guy, and he can shoot quite well. Hertzberger is playing well at this moment, so there are many different players who can perform well, and I think, and let's hope that for the Netherlands, that the unpredictable thing about the Netherlands is that many different players can perform well, and but when you look at the game, I fully agree on the Belgium-India game. You should be sharp almost every minute. You can't dictate 60 minutes. But the thing is how you handle your bad moments, because every player, every team has got a bad moment during the game. And the details will be deciding on a penalty stroke or a penalty corner or an attacking one. So, but when you look at the Indian team, they also have great players. So I'm very much looking forward, because it's going to be a big game. It's a final, but the semis will be a final too, or the final itself. But this is nice about this tournament, that there are 8 teams, great team in the quarterfinals, but definitely tonight, India and Holland will be a final itself.
And how much of an influence the crowd will be?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've played in 1990 in Lahore, the World Cup. Also a lot of people, and I think the crowd is nice. They are friendly, but they are cheering very much, and that could be impressive. But it's not offensive. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's friendly, and they are cheering, and that's good. I think it would be great for both. Maybe on the Indian side, but I think they're mature enough how to handle it and not to be a little bit tension about it. And I think for the Dutch, they're used to play in such a crowd, and I talk to the guys and they're looking forward, and I think that's the best way to handle it. Not to be a little bit scary, but just enjoy it, and that will help the game to a high level this afternoon.
दिलीप, आप तो कलिंगा स्टेडियम में काफ़ी खेले हैं, क्राउड का आपको काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस रहा है. हरिंदर ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा जो इंडियन क्राउड है दैट विल एक्ट एज द 12th मैन फॉर इंडिया. कितना हेल्प करेगा या प्रेशर रखेगा इंडिया के लिए ये क्राउड?
देखिए, हमेशा के लिए जो भुवनेश्वर क्राउड है, उड़ीसा क्राउड है, इंडियन हॉकी के लिए लकी रहा है. और पास्ट आप जितने भी देख लीजिए, हर दफ़ा जब भी मैच हुआ है इंडियन हॉकी टीम जितने भी स्ट्रॉन्ग साइड के साथ बेटर परफॉर्मेंस किया है. और जैसे हरिंदर ने भी कहा कि 12 मैन के हिसाब से हेल्प करेगा, और मुझे 100% मुझे भी यही लग रहा है कि जो 15-16,000 लोग जो हैं, उनके चेयर अप, उनके सपोर्ट, उनका जो ब्लेसिंग मुझे लग रहा है कि बेटर काम करेगा हमारे इंडियन हॉकी टीम के लिए.
Sir, Harendra said that they will continue to attack against Holland because Holland also attacks. Is this the right strategy against a team who's so fast-paced?
Well, why not? I think if he's got a confidence with all the players in the team, I think what Arindra said, I will definitely endorse it, because we don't have to be defensive, because we have 4 quarters. First quarter you decide what to do against Netherlands, and whether you want to play off court press, you want to have 70 press, that's the decision of the players what they want to do on that first quarter. So I think it is the coach's priority with the players' advantage. I think when we have attacking style to play, because Netherlands will definitely give you room to play, but not in the 23-yard line. They'll give room to play in the midfield, definitely. They'll give room to play in the edges, but not in the opponent 25. So that has to be ball control. You go there, then you have the ball control and withdraw back and put pressure on the defenders of the Netherlands. They are all good tacklers. Their reverse tackling is so good. The digging tackle is so good. The launch tackle is so good because they don't do errors. Even Indian players have learned a lot of things. They don't do much errors. They don't give the penalty corners. So equally, I will definitely support Arinder that you have to play attacking hockey. I know which quarter you want to do. You can't play all the 4 quarters attacking. Which quarter? Maybe second quarter or third quarter, depending upon the run of the game. Suppose India is taking a 1-goal lead. Don't be defensive. Try to get on them. If Netherlands is up on you, then try to break away. And these are the tactics which Arinder must have planned, and players, I think, they're well, same like what he said about 6-8 players, they can win the game at any level. We too have about 6 to 7 players equally. They can handle the pressure, handle difficulties of the team, which is what's happening in the ground. It happened in Belgium match. The difficulties were there in 2 quarters, but they came back in third quarter.
Yes.
So difficulties has to be gone through. That is all about World Cup. It's not about winning. It's about difficulties, how you come across. If you don't come across difficulties, you're not a good team. Difficulties will be there because that's what the opponent will do you. Difficult you. Put you physically. Like play against Australia is difficult for all the 4 quarters. They put you under pressure. So I think Arinder is right way. I agree with him. Go on attack. Don't try to be too defensive. We'll definitely see that their boys will definitely do something today against Netherlands.
दिलीप, यहाँ पे मैं सर का आगे पॉइंट लेके जाना चाहूँगी. लास्ट गेम जो हमने हॉलैंड के खिलाफ खेली थी, वीरेंद्र लाकरा ने काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले किया था 1-1 ड्रॉ चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में. तो क्या डिफेंस हमारा स्ट्रेटजी रहना चाहिए या फिर पूरा अटैक करके जाना चाहिए आज?
देखिए, जैसे भास्करन जी ने कहा कि हम हर दफ़ा डिफेंस भी नहीं कर सकते हैं और अटैकिंग भी नहीं कर सकते हैं, सिचुएशन के ऊपर हम. लेकिन टीम में जो डेवलप हुआ है सिचुएशन के हिसाब से, डेफिनेटली यदि फॉरेन या यूरोपियन टीम, हॉलैंड टीम भी अटैक पे भी सो सकते हैं और उनके अपोनेंट डी में भी उनके काफ़ी स्किलफुल कर रहे हैं, टैक्टिकली बिल्कुल सेंसिबल हॉकी खेलते हैं. आप मिस रॉन्ग पासेस ऐसा करते नहीं, इजीली बॉल लूज नहीं करते हैं 25 में. सो हमें डिफेंस को भी देखना होगा हमें, और अटैक हम जब तक अटैक नहीं करेंगे तो दबाव नहीं आएगा, सीधी सी बात है. सो जिस हिसाब से इंडियन टीम इस वक्त खेल रहे हैं, हमने देखा जो इम्पोर्टेंट मैच में हम अटैक भी कर रहे हैं, सक्सेसफुल हो रहे हैं, और डिफेंस में जिस तरीके से उन्होंने अभी क्वालिटी दिखाई है इंडियन हॉकी टीम ने, जो बॉल कहीं भी हो रहा है, जो 2-3 बॉल के सामने प्लेयर को सामने 2-3 प्लेयर हमारे दिख रहे हैं, ब्लॉक कर रहे हैं, मजबूरन कर रहे हैं उसको बैक पास करने के लिए, ये जो डेवलप हुआ है, मुझे लग रहा है कि जैसे इस वक्त खेल रहे हैं वही हॉकी खेलनी चाहिए. हाँ, डिफेंस में जैसे आपने कहा कि लास्ट में हम ड्रॉ किए हैं, अच्छी बात है. और हॉलैंड के स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट या जो भी चीज़ें हैं इंडियन टीम को अच्छी तरह मालूम है, हरिंदर को अच्छी तरह मालूम है, और उस पर दोनों को अप्लाई करने, सिचुएशन के हिसाब से दोनों को हमें अप्लाई करना चाहिए.
Stefan, in terms of play, what kind of a match do you see happening today, both from India and Holland?
I think it will depends on the quarter and what the standing is. If is India in front or the Netherlands is in front, it will depends on the interaction and to look at it, because when Netherlands is in front, India has to come, or the other way around. So it's difficult to predict, but I hope that both teams will play their own game as much as possible. When that's going to happen, when India plays their own game extremely well and the Netherlands will play their own game, then we're going to see a terrific match, because then they have the confidence and the dare to win the game. and that will decide also tonight who's going to win. When they're playing, I don't believe in a team who is adapting very much to other teams. That can help, but at the end of the day, the team will win who plays their own game as much as possible. But definitely, it will be a close game. What I think, because both have the capabilities to create and to make opportunities, or they've got both a good penalty corner. So it will be very, very tight, I think. And because of the styles in the attacking and the dribbling, I think it's going to be a great game tonight.
So your advice will also be for the Indian team, go and play your natural game?
Why? Because you have a lot of strength. As Stephen was telling before, you have 6 players who can change the game. We also have 6 players who can change any game, not only Netherlands.
Yep.
We have seen that Belgium, they change the game entirely. So I think that's the reason Arinder has already told that we go for attack. He's got belief there that when 2 quarter India can play well. I agree with Stephen, the first quarter is going to be very important today, which over the team which wants to handle the ball much easier, it can't be easier, because one thing is that it's going to be a monkey's game today. Stealing the ball, running with the ball, stealing the ball, running with the ball. That's going to be a very important aspect, because it's going to be four quarter thriller. It's for everybody watching outside, and for everything. I think India, 1%, 2% they have advantage, because 12th man is with them.
You believe Mandeep should play up front completely and not fall back?
At times, he can fall back, but not to the management of coming back in your own 25. Dilip will agree with me, because when you have 6 defenders, that could be enough to play defensive, for 2 minutes. 7 defenders, but you can't have 11 defenders into your 25. We saw that yesterday also. In 90 seconds, Argentina was up there, and then 1 aerial ball, then 4 seconds to go, and then nobody to tackle, and it's a free goal there. So I think that should not happen. Mandeep can come and re-tackle, re-fight, snatch the ball, stealing the ball, all this he can do, but for him, he's a striker. He needs to get goals, because that is not priority. The priority is to get goals. If you're playing attacking hockey, I want all the forward line to be at the striking. At least 3 players. Akashdeep has to be there. Mandeep should be there, and Dilpreet should be there. They are strikers. They have been meant to score goals. All other thing is part of the game. Coming back, helping the defense, retrieving the ball is all helping. But major part, get the goals there.
आपको भी लगता है मनदीप को अपफ्रंट खेलना चाहिए एंड फॉल बैक नहीं करना चाहिए?
बिल्कुल, क्योंकि उसका पॉजिटिव ये चीज़ है उसके पास कि वो अटैकिंग हॉकी बेटर करते हैं, और हाँ डिफेंस भी करते हैं, लेकिन सिचुएशन के ऊपर जब ज़रूरत पड़ रहा है तो डिफेंस करना चाहिए, लेकिन फोकस रहना चाहिए कि अटैकिंग हॉकी के ऊपर। जब तक हमारा जो अटैकिंग हॉकी का स्ट्रेंथ को जब तक हम प्रेशर नहीं देंगे उनके ऊपर, सो प्रेशर में नहीं आएंगे। सो हमारा जो मनदीप के पास जो अटैकिंग हॉकी क्वालिटी है उसको बरकरार रखना ही चाहिए, सिचुएशन के ऊपर पीछे आके जरूरत पड़े तो हेल्प करना चाहिए।
Stefan, any particular Indian players who's managed to impress you?
Yeah, we're talking about Mandeep, isn't it? Yeah. I like him very much, because he's quick. He is good at the ball, but he's got a nose for the goal. So that's going to be for the Dutch. We have to be very much aware of Mandeep. But there are many other players. You've got a good corner with Harmanpreet. I think the goalie is doing well. So I can mention 6 players, but I think India has a lot of players who can decide the game, and not specifically, but I think Mandeep, we have to be careful of him tonight.
And will this be a field goal contest, or PC will make a decision here today?
What will make it?
Will this be a field goal contest, or PC will play a role?
I think both. You saw the Australian game, 2 PCs, and the game is decided. And corner defense during these times of hockey, the corner defense is very much important. And because of the low running, the choices and all the masks wearing, it's difficult to make a PC, to convert a PC. But still, it's a weapon, and both sides can concede PCs very well. It depends on the game, and again, the game will be decided, as for 40 years already, by small difference and small chances, and the team who's going to be most sharp tonight in conceding those small chances and has the confidence and the willingness to will, that's going to be the champion of the night.
Gentlemen, quick prediction. Your prediction: Belgium versus Germany, India versus Netherlands.
I think Germany will win because they've got a fantastic forward players. Not one of them, but 4, 5, 6 fantastic players. And tonight it's going to be difficult, but let's make it 2-2 for the audience, and then we will win with shootouts.
I was in the same thing. To me, I said it's going to be a shootout. Can be 3-3, can be 2-2, because it's going to be a very cautious game, and India will be pinning on CJs because CJs has won the game for India in the shootouts 3 times. So I think the later part of the game belongs to CJs and Netherlands goalkeeper if it's a shootout. But I think it's going to be equal, a fun game. I think I'm going to enjoy it after many years.
दिलीप, आपको भी ये लगता है शूटआउट में मैच जाएगा इंडिया और नीदरलैंड?
बिल्कुल, काफ़ी टॉप मैच है, काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग मैच होगा और हम भी चाहेंगे शूटआउट जाए और इंडिया शूटआउट में जीते, हम चाहेंगे।
और बेल्जियम जर्मनी?
जर्मनी का मैच सोच रहा हूँ, बहुत क्लोज मैच होगा, लेकिन जर्मनी काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस खिलाड़ी भी है, काफ़ी अच्छे फॉरवर्ड्स है। जर्मनी मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि बेटर करेंगे वहाँ।
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And that's all for today. We'll come back tomorrow with new and fresh episodes. Thank you for coming.